would ever be colonized.
By who?
Do you get what I mean by colonized? Basically, like, we see more white Afrobeats artists. Do you feel like that will ever be a day that comes?
That will be a beautiful day. We just have to keep the history alive.
There you go.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
There's an adage in Ghana or Africa that says that when the mother is pregnant with a baby, then it's the mother's. But when the baby comes out, it's for everybody. You know, so everybody can look after that. Everybody can teach the child something. Everybody can say, don't do that. Why did you say that to that one?
Don't overstep the mark.
But they have to know the history of who gave birth to that child.
Yeah.
Even if the child eventually bleaches and loses their melanin and become like another group of
you don't
people.
Have to speak about Michael like that.
They have to. You know what I'm trying to say? So history is really important, and the truth of it, the correctness of history is what we have to note. And then upholding that history becomes the fight, which is where the colonization comes to.
I think it'll be easier now than ever before, though. Like when you talk about, for instance, like hip hop and stuff like that, and people talk about the history of hip hop, the history is always a bit muddied by different people's perspectives and opinions.
Yes.
Based on the fact that we didn't have the means of cataloging history like we do now.
Right, yes.
I don't think that would ever happen with Afrobeats because there's just too much documentation.
Thank you very much. And so that is, keep the facts. You know, that is one of the things that's going to make us hold on strong to it. Else we're going to lose it. Because when you look into other communities outside of the black communities, more often, you know, coming from Africa, I don't think they have issues with representation and credit.
Do you think, does anybody ever challenge your history with Afro-Dancehall?
My history of Afro-Dancehall would be that I should be one of the, you see, there's a saying that goes like, the idea is not in one man's head, you know? So it will interest you to know that I have been pushing Afro-Dancehall as a term from early as I started my career. Actually, before I even stepped onto it properly, this is the calling I had. I'm so inspired by everything so much so that I couldn't just move on to one part. So I sat and actually asked myself and be like, so what would I call it? What would it have to be? What are my influences? You know? So I knew that, okay, I'll say it this way, I'll call it this way. And as far as 2007, 8, I've been about it. In that space, I haven't heard anybody say Afro-Dancehall or put in blood, sweat, and tears, finances, resources, and energy.
Let them know.
To promote it and push it to the forefront. Not even the confidence to speak Patois, to even stand like, yeah, where the man that come from, I come from, you know, you're watching yourself, you know,